So what's up everyone, welcome back to another video Max Commentates. So today we'll be taking a look at this goofy ass grandma, that vegan teacher. So you know who that vegan teacher is, and if you don't, how old are you? So yeah, she went after the Queen of England this time. You can't write this stuff. So you get this grandma that has fallen off of the face of the platform, went after a dead person. Yeah, she's done worse. She probably wasn't the best person that ever existed, but she's very much respected all over the world.
Hey everyone! So I guess by now you all heard about the Queen of England dying. Now I was kind of wondering what you all thought about her. But first of all, let me show you what's written on my shirt, okay? It says, vegan, because paying for the
interesting
kidnapping, sadness,
very interesting,
and murder no longer tasted good.
You know guys, this message actually touched my heart. I'm going to think about this message a lot while eating my chicken tenders today.
See, I became vegan when I found out what happens to the animals. About all these terrible things that we do to them. And yes, we do. It's not just my country. It's every country.
No shit.
There are so many places that abuse animals. The Holocaust never ended for them. Pigs are still being murdered in gas chambers at 6 months old.
Okay, but like, I'm pretty sure they don't murder pigs at 6 months old in a gas chamber, cause how healthy would this be to consume? Wouldn't the body of the pig be contaminated with harmful chemicals?
And so many billions of animals are needlessly harmed.
Well, it's not unnecessary, cause you know, some people eat them. Wow, shocking, right? People eat meat. Never done before.
Every single day. Because the people who eat them, wear them, and use them. So I'm wondering what you think about the Queen. Now, she died in her 90s. Now, let's just assume at the beginning of her life, just like all of us, she was innocent and she was just being fed these dead animals without really knowing what's going on. You know, I always say on this channel that we are all born vegan because being vegan is about the animals. It's not about food. It's not about health. It's about making the declaration that you are not going to exploit animals anymore.
No, it's about clout, because you made a fuck ton of money ever since you joined TikTok. So fuck off, please.
And really working hard towards that end. So the Queen, like all of us, was just born innocent, was born vegan, and was fed dead animals by her parents. She opened her mouth dutifully, just like we all did. We didn't know the difference between carrots and peas and spaghetti and potatoes and a dead pig, or a dead fish, or a dead lamb, or a dead baby cow, otherwise known as veal.
Or a dead logic, or a dead YouTube channel.
Emotional damage!
But at some point, the Queen of England must have been aware about what's going on. I mean, she's not a stupid lady. She went all around the world, talked to so many people. Surely she must have been at some point intrigued by the word vegan. She must have driven by in one of her limousines and seen, you know, a vegan store or a label on something that said vegan. She must have known what the word meant. She must have known about the animals. So why didn't she become vegan?
Because, first of all, you only live your life once, and second of all, she's a queen, alright? She's gonna do what the fuck she wants, and she just wants to have fun, okay? She can have everything she ever wanted. Of course she would eat the fatting steak, and not the soy milk, which is absolutely disgusting.
That's what I'm intrigued about. Like, all of these supposedly good people, what stops them? This is why on this channel I try to reach out to so many creators who have millions of followers. The vast majority of them don't listen to me. You know, that's out of my control. But I can still try to reach them with the message. Now, if I could have talked to the Queen of England, I would have said to her, excuse me, but you can even hire a vegan chef. You can easily change what you're eating and promote veganism to all of the people that you talk to. You know, you could wear a shirt that says this. Can you imagine the Queen of England going around wearing this shirt?
No, because it's inappropriate as shit. People as famous and significant as the Queen receive a ton of backlash. You even know it, because you receive more backlash than support on the internet.
How cool would that be, right? But why didn't she do it? Because there's a difference between polite and kindness. When you're polite, you say please and thank you, and you sit up straight, hold the door open for people, wear your little white gloves and your hat and your little pearls, and you don't disturb anyone. That's being polite. But it's not the same thing as being kind. Being truly kind involves bravery. It involves digging down deep and doing what's right. Even if you won't be popular. Even if people won't like you. Just because you can imagine what it would be like to be the victim.
Look at you look like you have no fat in your body left, like it's only bone, minimal muscle, and skin. It's so weird. Even Queen Elizabeth at 96 looked healthier than this abomination over here.
You can just put yourself in their place. You can imagine the terror and the suffering of these innocent pigs who are just 6 months old, who are being gathered after a lifetime of hell and shoved into gas chambers the same way that the Nazis did to the Jews. And yes, I am comparing them, the two of them, because what happens to the animals is in fact worse. Because instead of it being by the millions, it's by the billions. And instead of it ending, it continues.
That vegan teacher, 2022. Gone delusional! What do you mean? Okay, I've made a video on the Holocaust before, my first ever video on YouTube, but this is like unacceptable. How can you sit on YouTube with a straight face and say this to hundreds of thousands of people that follow you? Like, how do you have the nerve? You ain't Andrew Tate, you look like you give a fuck, and you say shit like this, like, do you want to be cancelled off the face of the platform? Well, I mean, it wouldn't really bother me if you got cancelled off the platform.
And it continues even through the actions of people like the Queen of England. Can you imagine if we'd had her on our side?
Okay, that sounds kind of scary. Oh god, how do I explain this without getting cancelled? You're acting like you're a oppressed minority right now. Shut the fuck!
If 3 times a day she would have said, hey, it's breakfast, I don't want any cow's milk, I'll take the soy milk or the oat milk.
Well, soy milk tastes like shit, and I don't even want to imagine how it would taste inside of tea.
Can you imagine? Lunchtime, instead of having the chicken, the murdered animal. Chickens are abused on this planet more than any other animals, and you never see them being abused because they're in these giant facilities, hidden from our view. Murdered at just 7 weeks old. Imagine if the Queen of England had said, no chicken for me, tofu, lentils, beans, chickpeas, rice, anything else, I want to be nice.
She would have started a long time ago if she did that, not gonna lie. Like you!
I don't want to just be polite. Imagine if she had done that. God, it's so cool. Imagine if at dinner time she didn't say, no roast, she would say, no roast beef for me. I will be having anything else on the menu. How about you make me a vegan pizza with vegan cheese and vegan meat, maybe Beyond Meat, maybe Impossible Meat, anything else.
Okay, that sounds dog water. Imagine being a queen, being able to eat the most delicious, the most gourmet meals every day, the filet mignons and stuff, and some crazy lady on the internet wanting you to eat tofu, like...
Can you just imagine?
No.
If the Queen of England, everywhere she went, on her Queenmobile, it said, let's be vegan from now on? Would that be cool?
You're delusional.
Now let's look at the people who are still alive right now. People like Gordon Ramsay. Imagine if he honestly said he had a whole change of personality, which will never happen, by the way, because the guy is a total creep.
Fuck off with Gordon Ramsay. You have a crush on him or something? Leave the guy alone. He's a top-class chef. Of course not vegan, because who gives a fuck about the vegan chef? And as you definitely know, he ain't playing around, so if you don't want to get called vegan donut again, shut up.
But let's just say, people like him, all the chefs of the world said, we are tired of abusing animals. We are tired of paying into this system. We're tired of not being brave. We want to be brave and speak out, even if you don't like us that much. We want to do the right thing. We want to leave a legacy of kindness on this planet.
If you want to leave a legacy of kindness on this planet and rebel against something, rebel against the Ukrainian war or something. I think it's slightly more important than chickens getting slaughtered in a slaughterhouse, you feel me? And also let's just say that we made a revolution and stopped killing animals. We turned all vegan at once. What would happen to those animals? Would we set them free? Because if we did, the food chain would collapse and just destroy everything on the planet. Would we kill them all at once? Even more harm, because we wouldn't eat them and they would go to waste. So what do you propose we do, vegan shitter?
So from now on, all of them would wear on their lapels here, on their jackets or on their chef coats, vegan from now on. I'm a vegan chef. Can you imagine?
Yep, you're delusional. So yeah, that's another video from that vegan teacher, absolutely insane. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe to the channel to help me reach 500 subscribers by the end of the year. Also, binge watch a couple of videos, it really helps the channel out. Also, follow my Twitter and Instagram at MaxCommentates. Links will be down in the description. And so with that, I'll see you all next time. Peace!